want to talk about a nightmare, okay? This is a nightmare.
I think women should have a turn at playing the greatest secret agent ever.
Yes, because women are just so marvelous at keeping secrets.
I forgot he did a musical. Oh no. You know how we got this bad? He has a supervillain origin story. Let's see some stuff, all right? We haven't talked about Crowder in a little bit. Ever since his massive breakdown at the site of Sam Cedar, who is indeed a heckin' nightmare, we haven't talked about Crowder that much, but Crowder's been up to some stuff. He went to the hospital, I think thrice, maybe even just twice, but he went to the hospital a couple of times. People thought he was going to die. He stopped posting for a little while. I did think that he was dead, but I'm not gonna say fortunately. I'm also not going to say unfortunately. But he is still alive. And what is unfortunate that I can say is that he is posting again because he's once again gone back to posting just the dumbest stuff that you've seen on the internet. So if you didn't know, there's going to be a new James Bond coming out. And I'm not sure why I said if you didn't know, because conservatives have been moaning and crying about it ever since it's been announced, because they've been thinking about, for one, having a James Bond that's black and having a James Bond that's a woman. At the very least, a 007. So that's what they were thinking of, having some people in there fill in the role who weren't just like the stereotypical straight white dude who we would expect to be playing James Bond no matter what, no matter where. Right? Normal things. But we all know Crowder and crew are not normal. And so instead of just being like, whatever, who gives a shit, they decided to dedicate an entire section of their 1 hour live stream to it. And I want to take a quick look of some of what some of their arguments there, because not only does he make arguments, he tries to be funny. And we all know that when Crowder tries to be funny, our day's ruined. So I hope that your day wasn't too bad, because it's just about to get worse. I hate my life. I hate this job. I never should have quit my day job.
So now Daniel Craig, this is something that's been making the rounds, and it's very clickbaity. I want to be clear. A lot of headlines are something like, he said he doesn't think a woman should play James Bond. The truth is he was trying to respond in a woke way. So I'm not condemning him either way. I think his response was actually pretty reasonable. However, because of the way the news cycle works, and because it's relatively slow, and Joe Biden has disappeared on vacation.
Oh, and just so you know, Daniel Craig's response to this was because they asked him, because he was the last James Bond, as far as I remember. They were like, what do you think about this? He was like, I think the better thing to do would just be have good characters that were originally black, and not just like changing characters that are not black to black. That's not sufficient. And it's not. You're right. Having good characters that are black is good. Black Panther was pretty critically acclaimed. Lots of people like that. And that's like originally black character.
Why should a woman play James Bond when there should be a part just as good as James Bond, but for a woman? Well, how about a non-crappy part? Because James Bond is not...
they've tried that.
It's not the best film.
No.
It's not really it's like a dog bringing you a dead bird, and they think like, huh? You're like,
No.
I have no use for this. Said Julia Roberts to Dr. No, it's the wrong size.
Wait, perfect. Okay, Crowder, can you say that again?
No. I have no use for this. Said Julia Roberts to Dr. No, it's the wrong size. I couldn't think of a current female star.
No. It's just they don't exist.
There's less
so good,
police
bro.
academies.
We got the whole squad laughing.
By the way, we have an exclusive audio. So this was this was an interview, an audio interview, and we actually have exclusive audio that didn't make the rounds and surprised me.
No. So you really feel a woman shouldn't play James Bond?
See, now you're putting words in my mouth. I simply said there shouldn't be parts. There should be better parts for women, not just repackaging old roles that were written for men.
But times are changing, and Bond is a great role. I think women should have a turn at playing the greatest secret agent ever.
Yes, because women are just so marvelous at keeping secrets.
Pardon?
Never mind.
What if a female person of color played James? Like an Asian woman?
Well, I suppose that'd be nice to see. James Bond driving 5 under, causing endless fender benders.
What about a black woman?
Tennant was close to me.
So why don't you just continue playing James Bond?
Because I'm starring in the new Wonder Woman.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, nice one, Crowder. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that's so good. Why does why are all of his jokes like, yeah, I'm edgy, racism? Why can't you just be normal? Why are all of his jokes revolve around race? Even when he was like a stand-up comedian, okay? Even back when he did that, he still just made race jokes. It's like he never evolved past like high school boy lunchroom comedy.
A couple of things. First off, there should not be a woman James Bond doesn't work. Let me explain to you why.
Okay, wait, calm down, everyone. Calm down. Professional woman understander Steven Crowder has logged on. He's here to explain to you guys definitively, scientifically, mathematically, completely logically, unfalsifiably why A woman cannot play James Bond.
Point is James Bond is atypically charming in that he's able to get women to sleep with them, right? And pump them for information. The truth is, it's usually a skill set that most men don't have. Myself notwithstanding, I'm tall, rich, and funny, so I have the hat trick.
Sure, buddy. I'm tall, rich, and funny. Like, okay, that's actually the best joke that he's told all night. I'm wondering why he stopped doing stand-up comedy. His bits are so good. Yeah, you tell people that they're funny. I mean, you have to tell them that they're funny. How else are the producers supposed to know where to put the laugh track?
But the point here is, it's not impressive. It's a man trying to get women to sleep with him. Yeah. He's charming enough. A woman just needs to say yes. You remove half the dynamic of James Bond, and there have been plenty of female spies. Of course, it doesn't work because they're physically the weaker of the sex. Also, the movies just aren't very good. But
like, women have to still put in work, especially when it comes to these top end, like, sort of people hiding shit. Like, you still have to put in work to get someone to talk. Women know strong. Women can beat some ass. Okay, I've seen some like strong ass women. They can beat some ass. I'm terrified of women. Okay, I'm absolutely petrified when the hoes come around. They're scary. And if you don't believe that, you're lying to yourself. Okay, you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation because they are scary. Women can crush melons. They on a regular basis crush melons. That's more than what I do. MMA women, yeah, MMA women could like lay Crowder out flat. I guess that's we don't like to talk about that, okay? Because they're the weaker of the sex. You do know that there are like 5'11" women that are taller than, at the very least, like 30 to 45% of most men, or like work out. You can knock some people out like pretty quickly, especially if she's like combat trained. You can get fucked up. Women be constantly murdering people. He's supposed to seduce women, okay? Make her a lesbian? Don't worry, no, we don't like that. 90% of his masculinity is in his gun holsters. Yeah, listen, it's a buff, okay? And like, not all dudes just say yes to any woman who wants to have sex with them. Like, I know some people may be like catastrophically down bad, just absolutely detrimentally horny, but not every man wants to have sex with any random woman at any point in time for whatever reason. My roommate is 5'2", is a 5'2" woman. She knocked out her BF when he hit her. Oh my gosh, fucking bodied. Fucking rolled. Couldn't be me. That's why you gotta knock him out first. Actually, that's a joke.
I have no problem with a black James Bond.
As long as it's the girl who played Precious.
Right.
No.
Oh, what?
But the issue here is, why do you need a black James Bond? This is the issue when people talk about it. It's like you're injecting race where it doesn't need to be. And let me just say this one thing. This is one area when people talk about a black James Bond. There is no lack of representation of black American men in the action hero genre. If you were to have Will Smith at his peak, right? Will Smith, Men in Black, Independence Day, and run it opposite a James Bond vehicle on the same weekend, Will Smith would have decimated it. Will Smith, easily. Denzel Washington, for crying out loud, they tried to sell us Jamie Foxx as an action hero. Shaq. There are plenty of black male action heroes.
Will Smith, you're right. Will Smith is every black man, okay? He's all of them. He's every black man. Listen, wow, so many. Yeah, he can name like 4. Blade, that's 5. Cyborg, okay, that's 6. He's half robot. Sure, like that's cool. We literally just talked about this where it was like, oh, once you get to a certain level, they're like, okay, that's it. Cut off the bar. Yeah, it's like, all right, we reached the bar. No more black people, no more women. We reached our 30%. That's it. Okay, cut it. Back to the status quo, back to default settings, all right? And then they don't want anything to do with anything else. Right? Sure, like even if I'm going to grant him that there's no lack of diversity, which I'm not going to grant him. What's wrong with like, don't you want a world where like race doesn't matter? If that's the case and it was just like the best actor that they could find, wouldn't they just get another actor that's like good? And if they just happen to be black and just happen to be a woman, you know, it's almost like they don't believe in the world that they claim that they do. Curious.
Look, I think it makes sense to have a black James Bond. I don't have a problem with it because you're pulling from
it makes zero sense.
I think it's perfectly fine.
Really, it makes sense.
Oh my gosh, one guy tries to be normal and everyone fucking jumps on his ass. This is quarter black Eric, right? Why is everyone in Crowder's shit so fucking weird, man? Why is he so weird? Dude, I walk into my game shop and this is the guy standing in the goddamn corner. And I go in and try and like ask for if they have like a 20D because I like to roll it in my hands. I don't even play any games with it. I just have ADHD. movie. I just stim with it. And this is the guy just like standing weirdly in the corner with a fucking Capri Sun.
Sense to have
Ian
Idris
Fleming's
Elba
away.
on a tarmac undercover in Siberia. Oh, where is the spy? I don't know. The only not white thing in whole peripheral.
Yeah, it's not good when it's like, we're going to need you to be
this is
at the
good.
ball and ready to meet our contact at 11:43, and then they're like, guys, it's 1:30.
Oh no. If you didn't catch that, he made a black people are always late joke.
Script would have to change a little, granted. No, but I think you.
Did you turn my Ferragamos into a phone?
What the?
I
What
have
you
a
do to
camera.
my watch? What the fuck
is
was
this?
my watch and my car? I can't. You look. I can't see the plate on the car. You know what's gonna happen with 50? I'll get pulled over for that shit. I can't do that shit. Dropping spikes and shit. I don't Roger Moore moonrake motherfucker.
Bring the laugh track back. Bring it back. Oh, dude. No, dude. I can't. My life hurts. Yeah, his black impression is just absolutely, it's catastrophic. It's deadly. This is what I told you. Steven Crowder tries to be funny. Day equals ruined. Why is he always, the only thing he has is like race humor. That's the literal only thing he has. It's just like, Lamau, they're not white. Lamau, you're a woman. He calls himself a comedian. At least try. I get pulled over by 5-0. Brother, I gotta get out of here. In my lowrider, my EBT card just declined. I got to go home to charge my Obama phone. This is just constantly playing in the back of his head at all points in time. It's so bad. Well, yeah, you want to talk about a nightmare, okay? This is a nightmare.
The anti-aircraft guns to put in subwoofers. Hit the button.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't say
You
put
need to
Chris
turn
Let's
it
Rock.
stay
Turbo.
going.
That guy just plays Drake. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Actually, if they had Drake on, that'd be even more diversity. You're right. He is a lesbian. Guys, what do I say? What do I say here? What do I add? What more can I say here? How long is the real question is, how long is YouTube going to let this keep going? How long is and I also think it's really curious that he thinks that black people listen to Drake. It really shows you that Crowder doesn't have any black people in his friend group. He thinks of artists. Okay, quick. Artists that black people listen to. Drake. Yeah, buddy. Sure. Like, how long is YouTube going to let this continue on? Do I have this picture on me? They did this for Black History Month. Here's another hilarious Crowder meme. So he made this for Black History Month. Yeah, like the Black Farmer video where he's like, black farmers, what? Don't black people go out and like plant cocaine trees because they're black and they do drugs? Lamau. This is from a bit from Steven Crowder's show, and they said that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves because he was actually one of them, based and Negro pilled. This is what he was hiding under the hat. Pinnacle of comedy. He commissioned a little skit about the Squad, and so there were the Powerpuff Girls, and so this was what he commissioned Ilhan Omar to look like, the Somali Muslim congresswoman. Just normal stuff from normal people going on. Bruh, it is definitely a bruh moment, I have to tell you. He had them commission a bomb vest, and every single time that he dresses up like a woman and pretends to be trans. Shockingly more than I expected. He does it a lot. I think that's one of his favorite bits, is when he like just dresses up as a woman, because I think it's been at least 10 times. Steven Crowder at the March for Women's Rights march, pretending to be a woman and like mocking breast cancer as like a normal thing, as like just normal human being shit. How long is YouTube going to let this continue, right? Over the harassment that he gives for like non-straight white creators, the bigoted remarks, he's just a ball of just trash, just all in one, but they just like let it go for some reason. Don't even get me started on the Japanese bit. For you guys in the know, you guys remember the Japanese bit, right? For like, I think it was like Asian History Month or something. No, I actually don't want to play I don't want to give that video another view. I forgot about that. Oh, you forgot about that? Here, let me see if I can grab this for you super quick. Just normal Crowder stuff. And this is what he does like on a regular basis on his show. If I tried any of this stuff, if you try any of this shit, you're supposed to be dinged. But no, they just let it happen. They just let it happen. Like, a lot of people realize that like Steven Crowder was like the absolute shittiest person when the whole like Carlos Maza thing blew up, because that was the only time where he ever got like any sort of like punishment from YouTube for the things that he does on the platform. But they have all these rules, but they just don't apply to Crowder. Oh, and just to let you know, this isn't the worst thing that he did, because in this bit, he had like a white girl Barbie doll and he dunked it in the water. Further out throughout the show, he like green screened himself in Asia. It was like a temple, and he was like stirring a pot while doing a really shitty like Asian English accent, and then was like throwing PNGs of dogs into the water, and it'd be like kaplunk and like, yay, my poodle soup. It was like, he's beyond parody. I actually can't like parody him. If I like make a joke, there's like nothing, it's like something that he actually has done or probably will do in the future. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just kind of like a little bit at a loss. Just like, they just need to have him stop, because they like demonetized his channel, but until like they actually get him to stop, there's no one's going to do anything about it. They're just going to let it keep going. Remember the shark Black Farmer bit that Crowder did was yikes? Oh no, we made a video about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, cancel culture doesn't exist. For all the things that Steven Crowder has done, and him not to be banned, I'm sorry. Cancel culture doesn't exist. You guys just complain when you get held to any amount of scrutiny, where you get any amount of pushback for anything that you do. And that's it. There's no cancel culture.
Look, we didn't say put Chris Rock in the role, okay? Like, he's not going to be that guy.
Chris Tucker.
But Idris Elba, Rock Tucker, either way. Right?
Idris Elba, I'm going to go with
He
you.
would be
I think
good.
would be
Idris
awesome.
Elba's great
I think
in
it
any
would be
role.
a good. My point is here.
But it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be. And my issue is they say, well, we need better representation. This is an issue where it's pretty equal. You go back to Broccoli. You go back to the history. It's a white guy spying on white people.
I know, I mean, but there's other countries he can go to. There's a whole part of the world.
Uganda.
You know?
Yeah.
There's
There's a whole other part of the world, like the black people world, Uganda. It's just, you know how we got this bad? So hey, he has a supervillain origin story. People don't talk about it this much, but I don't want it to be forgotten. I want people to remember, which is being clowned on by Amy Schumer. That's the reason why he's this bad. So he was invited on an old Fox show back when he was doing stand-up comedy, and he considered himself a stand-up comedian. So he was invited on the show with a bunch of other comedians, Amy Schumer being one. And so they were talking for a little bit. He was trying to crack some jokes. It wasn't that funny. And then Amy Schumer turned to him and was like, I can't believe you call yourself a stand-up comedian when you don't even do any stand-up. I mean, I go fishing sometimes, but I don't call myself a fisher. And he was like, stop bullying me. But after that dropped, he dropped like 20 videos. I'm talking like quartering Brie Larson levels of just like fucking cringe. Every single word that came out of Amy Schumer's mouth, he would like make a new episode of a show on it. He would like call her fat and ugly and a fake comedian. He's like way better of a comedian. And that's like, and that was his radicalization arc. He got clowned on live air by Amy Schumer on Fox News, and he couldn't take it.
If I want to sleep with someone, I do it. And I am a monogamous slut. Can I say that on air?
I think you can.
Great.
That's not what we're worried about.
But what I'm saying is,
They didn't even give fucking Crowder a mic. Shit's hilarious.
Right now, we have to talk about it, because who is this kid who's talking about abstinence who,
Well, it's who's this kid who's, 23. You don't know who you're going to be sexually yet. So to talk about it with such authority and arrogance.
What the fuck's happening? He's like crazy uncomfortable. He's got his like fucking pop collar like he's a jock in some early 2000s shitty like teen movie.
You're going to be into really weird things in about a decade.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Trust me. And the thing is, there should be no confidence. You slip by the dirty comedian thing, but honestly, you call yourself a comedian, but you don't do it that much. Like, I go fishing a couple times a year, but I don't introduce myself on TV as a fisherman. Wow.
Well, this is not really personal for a concept about abstinence. I'm saying the whole point is that
Look how hurt. This is really personal for a concept about abstinence. He hurt it. She hurt his feelings. Look, she's trying to soothe him now. He's so mad.
Like, I go fishing a couple times a year, but I don't introduce myself on TV as a fisherman. Wow.
Well, this is not really personal for a concept about abstinence. I'm saying the
but
whole
what I'm
point
saying
is
is
that
there's
someone
no
can get up on
way.
stage, we even talk about it in the column, and talk about anything dirty that they want. But the second you mention abstinence, people, they pucker with discomfort. Like, oh no, we can't talk about this. And you're vilified as
It's just
judgmental.
not
Statistically, it's the healthiest thing to do. It is conducive.
Okay, and then he just like goes on a rant. This is why he can never be a comedian. He talks about how the left injects politics into everything. For one, he has the hair of a fucking Lego character, okay? That shit looks like if he got into a car wreck, it just fucking pop off his head and end up like 3 yards down the road. cut me the chase, all right? But also, he can't take politics out of anything. Literally anything. Like even in his stand-up bits, he's like, actually, people get really mad when I talk about abstinence, but it's really the safest thing to possibly ever do. And please stop making fun of me. We're just supposed to be talking about abstinence, okay? Like, okay, buddy. Okay, sure. What a goofball. Yeah, he looks like he's from Clone High, dumbass. Oh, here's how he has fun now. It didn't work out for him being a stand-up comedian, so he just made a company and had people pay to laugh at his jokes. Now he doesn't have to worry about saying anything truly funny anymore. He just fires you if you don't laugh. So I guess it's all coming up Millhouse for him. Oh yeah, no, the whole conservative world would have been calling him a snowflake if he tried to pull shit like this. Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely, positively. No way they would have let him be able to get away with that. No way. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. You're right. And Greg Gutfield thinks that Crowder's a fucking shitlord too. He hates Crowder. I forgot about that. Even back in the day, he thought that Crowder was a loser. And there's still time for Crowder to grow up. He finally comes out and marries his personal trainer. No, he won't. He has issues. I met him once at a bar and he sat Indian style on the floor in the middle of a crowded bar. Wait, he just sits crisscross applesauce like he's going to, like the teacher's gonna read him Flat Stanley. I wonder who the woman that decided to marry this man was. He also, no joke, ordered milk at the bar. Listen, I love milk, all right? I love milk to death. I wouldn't go out to a bar, order a glass of milk, and then just sit in the middle of the floor, crisscross applesauce, dude. No way. He wants to be a star and hates everyone who took the risk that he didn't. He calls himself a comedian, but doesn't perform. That's how the Schumer thing started. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. That was his unironic origin story. Oh shit, I forgot he did a musical. Oh no. Oh, it's so bad. I would not let him call himself a comedian on my show. And Amy knew that. I hated him for saying that he performs. His musical thing was so painful, I wanted to cry for his family. And he's in love with his body. Thinks he's got an issue with his sexuality, which is fine. Hey, listen, base Gutfield, he's okay with Crowder coming out. He unironically like, I think he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Any chance he can get. He's shirtless or in drag. Tight yoga pants. It's not just us. Everyone sees it. Even the conservatives see it. They think that they see it. This guy, like any moment he gets, he's in drag or shirtless or he's doing some shit. Okay.
How much more annoying can Hollywood get?
Hey, Tony, you going to that Samantha Bee's Not the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
Oh, Raph, I don't have time for that kind of ballyhoo anymore.
Come on, could be fun. Gal really thinks she's cute.
Well, when you put it that way.
Womb to tomb?
Birth to earth, and I'll live to regret it.
You gotta take advantage. Who knows how long this Hollywood meltdown's gonna last?
I hate my life.
Who knows how long this Hollywood meltdown's gonna last?
Oh, gosh. Steven Crowder confirmed as the voice of Mario in the upcoming Mario movie. He's so cool.
Could be. Who knows? Hollywood is everywhere. They can't hold back. They have to share all that they know. The left's agenda is at it again. A gay scene is in every show. You know. Award seasons, extra crass. Celebrities kissing ass, so eloquent. I got a feeling Samantha Bee undoubtedly will suck horribly. Black Lives Matter, women's rights. Hashtag Oscars are so white everywhere you go.
He just, I forgot. He was just like, ayo, fuck women's rights. It's not even like abortion laws or anything. He's just straight up fucking, he just straight up said, F women's rights, period. This fucking guy, this is why I'm like, I can't parody him. I can't do it. I can't parody him. He's beyond parody. He's just a walking, talking meme. Oh yeah, and his Bernie Sanders impression.
Up on the housetop! Clack, clack, clack! Down through the chimney! With more free shit!
Yeah, it was just like his Gilbert Gottfried impression, but he thought it was just like, but he thought it was Bernie Sanders. It is literally, it's a good Gilbert Gottfried impression. It's a bad Bernie Sanders impression. Is this like anti-Semitism? Is Gilbert Gottfried Jewish? He is Jewish. Maybe he just thinks all Jews sound the same. I thought it's a decent impression, but you know. Dude, why do people keep sending me this? People keep sending me this stuff. People keep adding me. People keep adding me in this, all right? Global internet is being attacked by sharks, Google confirms. Stop adding me in this. Stop it. I see you already, okay? I've gotten this joke 15 times today. I get another notification. It's this again. It's just this again with people like, hey yo, shark, what you doing? All right? Stop attacking the internet then? No, fuck you, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Pause the dang music. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to cut off all communication with the British, all right? You guys may clown on me. You guys may think that I'm a bad person. You guys will even try to stop me, but history will look positively. We'll look back positively on these events. All right? They'll look back positively on these events. When I finally sever the great internet world cable and cut off all communication to Britbongers. The world, once I'm gone, my history will live on, and you'll be on the wrong side of it. Shark's attraction to undersea fiber optic cables has been well documented over the years. This has been a long time coming. I'm gonna nibble through that cable, okay? I'm Jormungandr, and I'm putting an end to this. This is gonna be the fucking British